So, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
God is good.
All the time.
All the time.
God is good and that is
Thank you. Sometimes it's good to be lively. So if you are indisposed, you can't afford a smile. Someone again is not in high school. Someone wished to study and reach Form 3, they have not. And many more have never been enlisted as candidates by the year 2023. So God is good.
all the time.
And all the time.
God is good and that is
Thank you. So I acknowledge fully what the deputies have said. We are a model of a curriculum per se. So at every level we need to compete. We led in the previous elite, but I'm sure this has rattled other schools. So what happens is someone must be working very hard so that they disapprove us. But I think we need to be smarter so that, again, come elite 3, we are the top. And not just the top, our men should go up. Around such a time, especially for your mocks, trial, pre-trial, the mocks, the post-trial, the scores you score, or rather the grades you score, can either encourage you to finish in style or not. And sometimes, if you realize you have improved, then that encourages you to work hard. It is possible to our Form Force that we can have the elusive S, A grade. I don't think we are going to allow a scenario where A is what we cannot attain. I don't think we shall reason like A minus is what is going to please us, especially when we know that being a national school, we can have our share of at least 20 plain S, or 30, or 40. A school not very far from here was able to register that. So we need to be as serious as that. Now, again, I want to echo that we'll be having a half-term break. Officially, this is supposed to be from the 27th. And then it will be just like for a week, and we are back here. So we are not very excited about that. But again, we are in agreement that we will have that break. Whatever other schools may do during that half-term break is what is going to be of interest to us, especially for their candidates. That is what is going to be of interest to us. I can hear the Form Force are laughing or doing what? You are a bit concerned. Now, but anyhow, we will have it, especially for Form 1, 2, 3. And that Form 4 who really wants to be at home. It will be there anyway. So we have an exam that's coming up next week, like Mr. Okwaro has put it. We expect that our boys, even with all the activities that they are, would be working hard, so that when you go home for half-term, you're encouraged by the fact that the exam you sat, for sure, you'll post good results. And I want that to be at the level of the class, the stream, your entire class, because of course, we can always know which class has improved. It is very easy for us to know whether Form 1s are coming up, whether Form 2s this time were better, or whether our Form 3s are now serious. I do not want to mention Form 4s in that competition. So let's work hard. An exam of next week means we have to be strategic. We must be reading. Today is Friday. We are into the weekend. And if an exam was coming up next week, I don't need to tell you that don't you forget and waste any moment between today and to that Monday. You also need to read. And if you read, you pass an exam. If you run what we call curriculum discipline and commitment, you just pass an exam. That is the truth. I listen to people struggling to explain why they are not doing well. Why are you not doing well? First, there is some silence. Then someone struggles to explain why they are not doing well. And the fetch on that explanation seems to be very interesting. It's like you know what you should have done that would connect you with good performance. But why you take a while to explain why you're not doing well is because you know it is as petty as you are lazy, you are not reading. After perhaps in the evening, you are going to wash your linen and engage in stories. When we want you to sleep, you are busy in stories up to midnight. So when we want you awake the following morning, you are giving us a share of extended siesta. You want classroom to be the dome where you are sleeping, because you are not managing yourself very well. You are extending stories of the jackal and the hyena, those stories into the night, when you should actually be sleeping. So you are walking a very imbalanced trend. So you come to class, you sleep, we want you to read, you can't read. And that is why sometimes we don't do well. So be smart. Just read. Relate with a boy who will help you. Because what I know is we have some boys here who waste a lot of time for their sibling brothers. Anytime they open the mouth, it's a far idea from curriculum. And they know the business why they are here should be curriculum. Some of us discourage others. You can imagine if someone was to walk to me, a colleague, and discourage me and tell me, why did you opt to be a teacher? How is it going to benefit you? Or what is it after all? So some of us, any breath is on discouragement. And you want to discourage someone so that many of us are failing. So I'm asking the sharp boys, shun such people. Don't allow them to relate with you. They will discourage you a lot. Now, I've also observed that we are fond of streaming near the staff room to make phone calls. Every game's time, you want to call home. I think I want to be on record. I'll tell my colleagues, School is already home.